Hey guys, Chris here with the R&D department. Today we're going to be installing our 85mm Power Plus throttle body on the 2011 to 14 F150 equipped with the 5.0 liter Coyote motor. Step one, we're going to disconnect the negative battery terminal using a 10mm socket. Loosen this little nut here. Remove the cable and just set it to the side. Step two, we're going to disconnect these vacuum hoses. This one's got a little tab on it. You'll pull up and then you'll just wiggle it off this way. Leave it to the side. Next hose we're going to disconnect is this vacuum hose. And just pull that right off of there like that. And then we'll move on to the next step. Next step is to loosen the clamp that connects the inlet tube to the throttle body using a flathead screwdriver. Then we're going to move over to the clamp that connects the inlet tube to the air box. Loosen it up. And we will take our inlet tube and give it a little wiggle to get it off of the throttle body. We can lift it up like this. Wiggle the tube from the air box and remove it. Next step, we're going to disconnect the electrical harness from the throttle body. You're going to have to pull back to release this little red tab. Then you're going to give it a squeeze right next to that red tab. Work that electrical off like that. We're going to move on to removing the 4 8mm bolts that hold the throttle body to the intake manifold. Loosen them all up. With all the bolts loose and the bottom bolts removed from the vehicle, you can finish unthreading these to remove the throttle body, just like so. Installing the new BBK throttle body, I'll take one of these bolts. I like to start with one bolt. Get it in place, line that one up. Get it started. Once you have one started, it'll at least hold itself into place. Finish installing the rest of the bolts and tighten them down. I would not tighten them down more than maybe 6 to 7 foot-pounds of torque. With all the bolts started, you can finish tightening them down. This is going to secure the BBK throttle body to the intake manifold. And like I had mentioned, do not over tighten these. The intake manifold is plastic. It has inserts for these and they can be pulled or stripped out. Reconnect the wiring harness to the throttle body. It's going to go on the same way it came off. You're going to push it on, secure the little red tab. We're going to take our inlet tube and put the inlet tube back onto the air box. And then we're going to work it onto the BBK throttle body. You may need to open this clamp a little bit more because the size of the throttle body being 85mm, it's quite a bit different size. So you're just going to want to be able to get that clamp on there. Just like so. Finish tightening up the clamps on the inlet tube to the throttle body and the air box. We're going to reconnect our vacuum tubes here. Push that one on. I'm going to take this one. We'll push it on. And that's all there is to it for your bolt-on power BBK Performance throttle body.